Hey guys, you there? Welcome back to A Dose of Fashion with me, Alicia D. Let me check the calendar because I've been getting it wrong lately. Day 10 of 100 Dresses in 100 Days. I'm pretty excited because I'm finally getting into the double digits. Okay, I know I probably mentioned that today was going to be day 10, but I'm a mom. I'm tired. My brain is cluttered with about 200,000 things at a time. Not to mention I'm a Virgo, which means I'm overly analytical. So there's a lot of stuff going on up there. So forgive me if I mess up every now and again. But it is day 10 and I'm excited. So since it's day 10 and I'm entering the double digits and that's a pretty special day for me, I chose a very special dress. This dress that I chose to wear for you guys today is an Antonio Melini dress. You can find it at your major retailers, again, Dillard's, Belk, whatever. However, it's not one of the $27 dresses. It's not even one of the $60 dresses. Funny story, I was in the mall with my mother. We were going through and I saw this dress. Not something I would normally gravitate towards, but I just really, really loved it. Went and looked at the tag and it was $200. So broke at the time, I was like, okay, if it's meant to be, it'll be. When I get paid, I'll come back if they still have it. It's meant for me to have. So, 2 weeks goes by, I get paid. My mom's at work, so I'm like, let me go to the mall. So I go, I find the dress. And I'm like, oh, do I want to pay $200 for this dress? I don't want to pay $200 for this dress. And I was like, let me try it on. I'll try it on, it won't look good, and then I'll have an excuse not to buy this dress. Because as we all know, I have a tiny shopping problem. So I get the dress. I go in the fitting room, I put the dress on, and then I come out. Okay, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, damn, the dress really looks good. I kind of love the dress. And I'm still trying to talk myself out of it. Why? Why should you buy this dress? How can you justify spending this much money on this dress when I know there's other things that I could have been doing with that money? And at that moment, a lady walks out of the dressing room and she says, honey, you have to buy that dress. It looks so good on you. Now, this lady doesn't know me. She's not a salesperson. And she says this, which is kind of like the clincher for me. I'm like, why are you fighting it? Buy the dress, girl, buy the dress. And so I did. I paid $200 plus tax for this dress and I do not regret it. However, a couple months later, Dillard's is going out of business, the one by my house, and everything goes on sale. And I mean massive sale. I mean, they mark the stuff down to like $20 and then you're getting an extra 60% off of that type sale. So I go in and I see my dress. And there's one left in a size 2. This is a 0, mind you. However, I could have had it altered for $20. Alterations would have been cheaper than the $200 plus. But again, it's okay. Wasn't feeling bitter at all because I love this dress. Now let me give you a little bit of detail on the dress. It has this vintage feel, which is what caught my attention. If you look at the material, it's not a super modern print. It's a more subdued vintage print. It gives me like a 1950s, early 1960s vibe, which I was really I was feeling it. And most of the time I'll tell you that less is more, don't overdo it. This dress, more is more because it has a lot going on, which at first glance you probably can't tell because it is printed and it's all one print. So I guess that helps subdue some of the details, but I'm going to point them out to you guys and explain to you just why I feel like with this particular dress, more was more. So as you can see, it has this super sweetheart neckline, so cute. And if you come in right below the bodice, it has a crumb catcher. That's what they call this little detail that puckers out because I guess if you're eating crumbs and it drops, it'll catch them. So it has crumb catchers right here below the bra line. And then to drop down below the bodice, at the natural waist, you have a skinny belt. Again, same print as the dress. And then you slide down to right above my hips and there's crumb catchers right here. Which, if you were super hippie, I think might be problematic. But then again, since it's all one print and it seems to be pretty subdued, and if you just first glanced at this, I don't think you would have noticed all of those details. But in putting it on and trying it on and trying to talk myself out of buying it, I noticed all of these small details and it just made me love it even more. Now, again, I'm a short girl, and this one drops down to my ankle. It's not completely floor length, and my general rule is I like it shorter or I like it all the way to the floor because I'm only 5'2", and I just think, some things hit funny and it looks weird on a short girl. But this dress to me doesn't look weird. I think the fact that it has that whole vintage vibe, and I think that's what the designer was going for, it plays in my favor because it complements the dress in the overall aesthetic. So that is my story for you today about this dress, why I chose this dress, and how much I love this dress. Oh, and on a side note, you know how sometimes when you're married, you sneak stuff in the house and hide it from your husband before he sees it so that he doesn't know you spent money again? Or more so now, it's the Amazon packages. We try to hide them so they don't see them because the Amazon man is always in your neighborhood. I know it's not just my neighborhood. I know it's got to be everybody. I see it on Facebook, people. Amazon is a problem for all of us. Anyway, so I bought the dress that day. And then I came home and I hid it in the back of the closet because I didn't want to tell my mom that I bought the dress because I thought maybe she'd be a little miffed at me for spending $200 on a dress. Not that she usually is, but moms like to be the voice of reason sometimes. So, about a week after I actually bought the dress and it was hiding in the back of my closet, I went to Target with my mom. And it was swimsuit season, and I saw this one that was super cute. I buy a new one every year, and she's like, "Oh, baby, you got to get this swimsuit." And I was like, "Mom, I really shouldn't be spending that money, And she's like, "But look, you really wanted that dress, and since you didn't buy that dress, you really should have this swimsuit. You should treat yourself to this swimsuit." Now, me being me, don't want to disappoint my mother. I bought the swimsuit, but then I was plagued with a little bit of guilt. So as we're walking to the car, I was like, "Hey, Mom, you know that dress that I did not buy?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, it's in the closet." And she was like, "What?" And then she laughs at me. But it's kind of a thing with me and my mom. She pops up in some red Ugg boots the other day, and I'm like, "When'd you get the red Uggs, Ma?" It's like we know each other's wardrobe so well that any little difference is noticed. And all the while I'm saying this, she's shushing me. She's like, "Shh, shh," because she didn't want her significant other to know that she had bought the boots. See, it's not just you. It's me, it's her, it's all of us. It's something that we do, ladies. Which means if you can justify it, you should buy it. Anyways, until next time, thank you for joining me, Alicia D, for A Dose of Fashion. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below. And come back tomorrow for day 11 of 100 Dresses in 100 Days.